guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. If this is your first time tuning in, I apologize for my voice. I think I am coming down with a cold as my daughter is sick and my husband was recently sick. Today I wanted to do a mask and tag and I'm using Miracle in the Green. It's a Ringa original blend. Now this is actually, it's like a superfood, I want to call it. You can put it in your food, you can put it in your drinks. The instructions say to add 1 teaspoon to juices, smoothies, and soups, and you can sprinkle it on any dish. It contains 7 times the vitamin C of oranges, 2 times the protein of yogurt, 4 times calcium of milk, 4 times vitamin A of carrots, 3 times potassium of bananas, and 3 times vitamin B of kale, plus 90 nutrients and 46 antioxidants. So in this container, which is 8 ounces of powder, there are 35 servings. So like I was saying, I'm starting to not feel well. I've been adding this to my foods and I've been sprinkling a little bit in my drinks. I have noticed that it does add a little bit of taste to your drink, especially if you don't mix it well. But I read online that you can use this as a mask. So I was like, hey, let's do a mask and tag using this. So I'm going to be doing part 2 of the 50 questions you've never been asked. I'm going to go ahead and apply the mask. I've already mixed it up here, and then we'll get right into the questions. This looks so weird, but it smells really good. It was just very difficult to apply. Now I mixed the powder using a water. I'm sure that you could use anything else that you would feel that would kind of apply it a little bit better. Maybe a liquid aloe gel or something of that sort. So I'm just gonna jump right into the questions. Number 26, do you know triplets? Now I actually do know triplets. Well, I don't know them personally, but I work with a set of triplets. Now they're these 3 brothers. They all look the same, but I don't actually know that they're triplets now that I think about it. I'll have to ask one of my coworkers to confirm that. Number 27, do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? I like the Notebook much better because I read the book, but I saw the Titanic in the theater with my childhood best friend and we were just absolutely terrible. When the ship went vertical and all of the people started falling and hitting the deck furniture, we were just cracking up. It was terrible. We were those kids in the theater that I hate now. The next question is number 28. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I have had Indian food. I'm not a huge fan of Indian food. Now, I thought it was that I just didn't like curry, but my husband adds a pinch of curry to some of the dishes that he makes me, and I don't mind it so much. So I'm not really sure. Indian food is at the top of our list if we're gonna go out. Next question is, what is the name of your favorite restaurant? In Logan, Utah, the name of my favorite restaurant is Sushi Ya. You have heard me talk about this in the past. It is a sushi restaurant, but they also serve pho, which happens to be my favorite Vietnamese noodle dish. The next question is, have you ever been to Olive Garden? I don't know anybody who hasn't been to Olive Garden. I mean, they're a pretty popular chain restaurant. Number 31, do you belong to any warehouse stores? Yes, we have a Sam's Club membership that we got before my daughter was born, and it has come in handy for diapers and wipes. The next question is, what would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? This is actually a question that I've never asked them, so I'm not really sure. I'd have to ask them. Number 33, if you have a nickname, what is it? I have some friends and family members that call me Ange, but most people call me Angela. I've never went by Angie or anything like that. I didn't really like Angie. My name's Angela. The next question is, who's your favorite person in the world? Well, that's easy. My daughter, Audrey. And then I guess a close runner-up would be my husband. Number 35, would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? A rural area. Number 36, can you whistle? I have a very weak whistle. I definitely can't do that whistle where people put their fingers in their mouth. I've never been able to do that. Number 37, do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I do not. I haven't since I was a child. Do you eat breakfast every morning? I try to eat a breakfast, especially now I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthy. So I'm going to get in the practice of eating breakfast. Do you take any pills or medications daily? That's a really personal question. I can't believe that's in there. Yes, I do. I'm not going to list them off. What medical conditions do you have? Wow. Well, I have cystic acne. That's a medical condition. How many times have you been to the hospital? I have no idea. I don't know. A number of times. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have. Where do you buy your jeans? I typically buy my jeans at Dillard's. What is the last compliment that you got? I get complimented on my eyebrows a lot, and it wasn't until after I had them microbladed, really. But I've noticed that the hair on my eyebrows are thinning even more, and the microblading isn't holding. Like, the coloring from the tattooing isn't holding well. Like, I'm gonna have to have it redone soon. Oh, this is almost dry. Okay, we're almost done. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yes, sometimes if I think about it. What flavor tea do you enjoy? I like chai tea. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? That's funny. This was a question of the day in one of the beauty groups that I'm part of. I don't remember, but it's like over 30. What religion will you raise your children to practice? My husband was raised LDS, and I told him that if he wanted to raise our daughter LDS, that would be completely fine with me. I wasn't raised with religion, so it's up to my husband whether or not he wants to raise her with religion. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? Gosh, I want to say around 5 or 6. Isn't that about the age that you tell your kids? Number 5, why do you have a Tumblr? Or number 5. Number 50, why do you have a Tumblr? I have a Tumblr because it was probably the last social media platform that I hadn't signed up for, and I wanted to add it to my Influencer, which is honestly why I signed up. So I'm gonna go wash this off. It's really itchy, and then I'll be right back. So my headband fell off while I was washing my face. It did leave quite a residue in my sink, but man, my face sure does feel soft. However, I think I'll just continue to use this as a food and drink additive rather than using it as a mask. I just wanted to see what it might do for my skin, but tomorrow could be completely different. My skin could be even more radiant than it was today after using this mask, which is something that I always look forward to considering my skin is so dry. Well, thank you again for spending a few minutes of your day with me while I did a quick mask and tag. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe down below so that you are notified about future videos, and have a great day.